Hello, FlossTube friends. It's Lorraine with Rags to Stitches USA. Today is Sunday, October the 6th, and I'm actually filming this a few days ahead of time because I'm actually out of town today on a retreat, so I'm filming just a few days ahead of time. But this is going to be uploaded on Sunday the 6th. And I am going to be doing a FlossTube collaboration with 9 other FlossTubers, and we are going to be focusing on designers this time. So each of us will be featuring 3 different designers. I really have no idea what the others are going to be, who they're going to be featuring, but I'm real excited about this. Cheryl had asked me to be a part of this way back when, and I was unable to participate in any of the other 3 collaborations, but I'm excited to finally be able to come together with the other FlossTubers today for this one. So I have got so much to share with you guys. I am so excited. Several of my friends, 3 of my other friends, loaned me some of their pieces and some of their charts. So I've got lots and lots of fun stuff to show you. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to jump right into it. The first designer, actually it's 2 designers, but they kind of get lumped together to start with. But it's actually 2 different designers that I'm going to be featuring to start with. And that's Carriage House Samplings and also Kathy Barracks. And to start with, they're sisters. Carriage House Samplings was started by Kathy Barracks and her sister, Marty. And I've got some notes here, so I'm going to be referring to the notes for a little bit, just to kind of give you the information about each one, because I don't want to get anything wrong. But Carriage House Samplings was created by Kathy Barracks back in 1998 under the name Barracks Samplers. And I actually have some charts under the name of Barracks Samplers. So it says Kathy built a collection of over 250 primitive cross-stitch and punch needle designs. Then she decided to focus more on jewelry making in 2010. So she entrusted the company to her sister Marty at that time. And so Marty applied the design and illustration skills that she had acquired during her career as a graphic artist and design director at the Washington Post to her counted cross-stitch designs. So she gets inspiration from history and nature, and she spends as much time as possible sketching cross-stitch designs and oil painting. And then, so you can visit Marty at martybarracks.com to see some of her artwork. And then Kathy eventually did come back to designing cross-stitch under the name of Kathy Barracks. And so you can find her work in cross-stitch shops, or she also has an Etsy shop under the name of Kathy Barracks. And she has a separate Etsy shop under the name French Sentiments. So you can find lots of their work there. So, as I said, this is, it's not just a current designer, but they've been designing since 1998, so for years and years. So all 3 of the designers that I'm featuring have been around for a long, long time, yet they're still current. So I'm real excited to bring you some of those. So I'm going to be showing Carriage House Samplings first. Some of this may have been when Kathy was still a part of Carriage House, and some of it may be after she left. I really haven't sorted out the differences in those yet. I do know, let me see, some of these I will show later because I do know that these are some of the newer ones. So I will show you some of the older ones first, maybe. I don't know. This is a fairly large collection here that I have. Trying to decide if I should show you the completed ones or the charts first. I'll go ahead and show you one of the pieces that I have is, and I know everyone has heard of Hawk Run Hollow. That's Carriage House. And Caroline has been working, Caroline hosts a group here in Georgia. It's a stitch along for anyone working on Hawk Run Hollow of any type. It can be the shores, it can be Christmas, it can be the villages, it can be the houses, Halloween, anything. As long as it's Hawk Run Hollow, you're welcome to be a part of that. And so I have been working on Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, and you know, I didn't even bring it to show. But I have plenty here to show, so there's not going to be a shortage of that. But Caroline has been working on the farms of Hawk Run Hollow, and I can show you now. I'm not going to be taking these out of the plastic because I have got a ton of stuff to show you. So I'm going to just try to show it without so much glare. That's the farms of Hawk Run Hollow. I know y'all have probably seen lots of these. Caroline did a little bit of personalization on hers. This is where she's still working on it. So this is where she's at so far. And I do know, let's see, she changed the name of the farm to Journey's End. And I also know that down here somewhere, let me see if I can see, it's backwards on the, where I'm looking, it's backwards, so trying to read it, but she changed it to Grammy's Apple Butter instead of, I think it was Grammy Jane or something like that. And then over here, I think it's here on the end. No, where is it? There's some point, let's see. I think it was up here at the top. She put her two dogs. Aren't they cute? Is that, I can't think of his name. That's Cookie, and oh, his name fell out of my head. Anyway, she puts Cookie on just about every sampler that she does, so she's doing a beautiful job on that. So that is the farms of Hawk Run Hollow. And then Doris is doing a couple of them, actually. She has finished a couple of them. This is, I think this is the shores of Hawk Run Hollow. Isn't that beautiful? That is just gorgeous. I love that. That's the shores of Hawk Run Hollow. Sorry, I'm going to be coming in and out of the picture quite a bit, I'm afraid. This is the houses of Hawk Run Hollow. It's a big piece. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I just love it. I love that. And then she has one more. This is the villages of Hawk Run Hollow. So if y'all have not moved to Hawk Run Hollow, you really should. It's a fun place to be. I think that is all of the carriage house. For the Hawk Run Hollow that I need to show you. Caroline also has a piece, actually a couple more pieces. One of them is Helen Bell's multiplication table, and I will show you the chart. And of course the charts never do it justice. So she has a framed piece here. I'm going to duck back here and get that for you. That is the oops, I'm going to try not to get that reflection from the light. I just love this piece. And I actually think I have this in my stash as well, so I may be having to start on this pretty soon because I just love that. And then she also has one more framed piece that she kind of personalized. And this one is called My Hometown. My Hometown. That's pretty good. And like I say, this is Carriage House Samplings. And you see the house there in the middle underneath that tree. Caroline took the house out and she personalized this to Marietta, as that Marietta is her hometown. And so she changed the house to a gazebo because in the town square in Marietta, there's a gazebo in the middle of the square. And so she changed that, which I love that. And then she also put her dogs. Let's see, where are they? Where's Cookie? I know Cookie's got to be in here somewhere. Oh, come on, Cookie, where are you? I don't see Cookie right off, but I know Cookie's in there. You might can spot him quicker than I can, but I love this piece. She has this hanging in her house, and I see it every time I visit her, and I just love it. So those are a few of the stitched pieces that I have from Carriage House. And I also have a few charts that I'd like to show you. Cheryl has a whole stack of charts here from Carriage House. So I won't spend a lot of time showing you all of those, but I do want to show you some of the different ones. I have a few as well. I'll start with Cheryl's. This is Americana. I love that one. I think I have that one too. This is Adam and Eve. I love anything Adam and Eve. Love that one. This is Halloween on the Farm. Now this is Kathy Barracks. So I should have saved this one for Kathy Barrett, but she had it in with the Carriage House. So just pretend like this is in the next segment with Kathy Barrett. Sorry, guys. So is that one. So I'll actually stick that. There's another Kathy Barrett. Kathy Barrett. Okay, I didn't do a good job of separating these. Okay, the shores. Here is the chart for the shores. I did show you, I think Doris had that one stitched up. That's the pattern for that. This is A Haunting Mermaid. Now this one, this little bunting is actually beads. And Cheryl has actually started this one. And she wasn't going to put the beads on to start with, but she has decided that she is going to put that beaded bunting up here. So that's going to be really pretty. That'll be fun. I'm going to just go through these really quickly because I do have a lot to show you. Sorry, I'm separating the Kathy Barracks out of the Carriage House. This is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I don't think that's one I showed yet. So that's not one that people have, that either of us have started yet. But I do know a lot of people are working on that one. That one's a lot of fun. And this one is one that Cheryl worked on. And that is actually, what is the name of that one? That one is actually Red-Winged Blackbirds. And then one final one, this is O Shenandoah, which I love that. Put this back down here. Oh, and also I have Caroline has this series of girls from Carriage House Samplings. This is Susanna. I love these girls. I think she's wanting to stitch these and put them down her stairway. Have the girls down one side and the boys down on the other. This is Molly. Mary Margaret. I just love these girls. They're so much fun. And Elizabeth. Look at that crazy hair. Isn't that fun? I love that. And then there are some boys, and Caroline is going to do the boys in slightly more muted colors. The boys are much brighter, more vivid colors, but I think Caroline's going to mute them down a little bit so that they coordinate better with the girls. That's George. And Jackson. Abel. Aren't these fun? And Jeremiah. I just love these guys. And then I know Doris had the houses, but I didn't show you the pattern, so that's the houses of Hawker and Hollow. So I just love all these carriage house sampling patterns, and you can, like I say, you can still get all of these patterns. Well, I shouldn't say you can still get all the, Carriage House is still designing patterns. Now, I'm not sure if all of these that I have shown you are still available. I'm pretty sure that they are. But they just have oodles and oodles and oodles of patterns. And so now I'm going to show you some of Kathy Barracks' patterns, and some of these may have been back. I know some of the ones that I have are back from the earliest ones because it's the Kathy Barracks samplers. So I think I did just show you the Halloween. I hope I didn't show that to you upside down before. I don't think I did. Okay, so I'll show you some of the Kathy Barrack. This is Little Robins. This is Cheryl's. Cheryl loves birds, so a lot of the ones that you will see from Cheryl have birds of some sort in them. This is Cooper. I love the fact that I love samplers, and so all three designers that I'm going to be showing you do design samplers, but they are all a little bit different. They all have kind of a different feel to it. This is Daniel. Some are a little more prim than others. This is the London Zoo. I love these. I love these. Are already kitted up and ready to go. This is Thomas. And Good Intentions. I think I have this one too. I love that. Rodney. Isn't he fun? This is Susanna Foley Tombstone Angel. I know I'm going through these kind of fast, so if you need to pause and take notes, feel free. This is, I showed you the My Hometown, didn't I? Okay, I don't have to show you that one again. This is the Ocean Blue stocking. This is one that I picked up at the Nashville Market this year. No, is that right? I take that back. I think this one is Cheryl's. This is not the one I picked up at Nashville, but I do think they had this at the Nashville Market. I think this one is Cheryl's. I think mine's a different one. A different stocking. This is Riley Harbor. Cheryl is from New England, so of course she likes a lot of these type of samplers. Tonight is Halloween. That one's fun. And Heaven and Nature Sing. I've seen a lot of people working on this one. I hope to work on this one too at some point. Peace on Earth. Beautiful. Bowl full of bunnies. And a couple more here. This is the one that I picked up at Market. This is the embroideress stocking. I've never made a stocking quite like this before, so I think that's fun. And a friend of mine gave me this, 3 Snakes in Paradise. She knows I like Adam and Eve, so she gave me that one. I love that. Okay, so I think that is my stack of Carriage House and Kathy Barracks. I do have a couple of pieces of Kathy's jewelry that I wanted to show you. These are Cheryl's, and as I said before, you can find Kathy's jewelry on her Etsy shop at French Sentiments. But her jewelry is just gorgeous. It's all one-of-a-kind pieces. I think this may be the first one that, I can't remember which one Cheryl said she got first. But this is beautiful. I don't know if you can, the lighting is not, let me see if I can change the lighting so that you can see that a little better. That little bird in the egg, maybe there. It's so pretty. Let's see if I can get, uh-oh, no, that's not. Anyway, this is a beautiful piece. And then I have one more. As I told you, Cheryl loves birds. And so she got this piece. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love that. So Kathy has some very unique, beautiful pieces of jewelry. So be sure to check out both the Carriage House samplings and Kathy Barracks and her jewelry shop at French Sentiments. Okay, and so the next designer that I want to feature is the Scarlet Letter. And I have some notes here that I took from their website because I've been collecting a lot of Scarlet Letter charts, but I really didn't know, much behind them. But Scarlet Letter has been in business since 1979. So they're one of the older companies. They've been producing reproduction sampler kits of the world's finest antique and historic samplers found in museums and private collections. Exquisite materials are assembled to recreate these masterpieces of needlework, and kits are completed with details, instructions, and stitch diagrams, enabling the modern needleworker to reproduce these pieces exactly as they were originally made in centuries past. So Scarlet Letter also buys and sells high quality, authentic, antique needleworks also on their website. So you can go to the Scarlet Letter, it's scarlet-letter.com, I think is their website. And so you can go there and see some of their antique pieces that they have for sale. Scarlet Letter does not use modern even weave fabrics, nor do they simplify or depart from the design of the original samplers. So some of the kits use archaic and arcane stitches, such as Gobelin, never heard of that one I don't think, Montenegrin cross, bullion, queen, arrowhead, Croatian flat, and herringbone, just to name a few, all of which are clearly illustrated and described in the instructions accompanying each kit. And then they go on to say, not all of Scarlet Letter's designs are difficult and challenging, however. Some have been designed specifically for the beginning needleworker. It's important to remember that girls as young as 9 or 10 worked on some of these original samplers, so they are not beyond the skill level of today's young people. I love the fact that they put that in there. So I have got a lot of samples of the Scarlet Letter as well. Let's see, I will start by showing you some of Doris's pieces. I'm going to have to get up and go over there and get them. They're just beautiful. Excuse me for just a second. This is the first one. It's Dorothy Walpole. Oh, let's see. How can I best show this one? This one's a long one, as you can see, but it's just beautiful. I love this. I'm not sure, I'm not sure when this chart was produced, but that's Dorothy Walpole, W-A-L-P-O-L-E. Another one that she has here is Sarah Dutnell, and I saw on Caroline Off the Grid Needle Arts, she had this one that she talked about on her last Stitch With Me video that she was about to start. Oops. This is just beautiful. So Caroline, I hope you're watching so you can see this one all completed and framed. It's just beautiful. This one is stitched on 35 count Perman in silks. Beautiful. This is one that Cheryl stitched. This is Martha Smith reproduction from Scarlet Letter. So pretty. I just love these. So I've got lots of charts from Scarlet Letter as well. Some of these are much older than others. Oh, you know what? I'm backing up just a little bit because I forgot to show these two. These are the two oldest Barracks samplers. This one is the Sabbath Day. That one got stuck underneath some of these Scarlet Letters. This is 1797 ship sampler. Okay, sorry about that. Now, on to the Scarlet Letter. This is JCS 1707. Another Adam and Eve that a friend gave me, and I love that. This one is Marguerite Dean 1748. And Grimshaw, 1818. This is an Ackworth Quaker School sampler. I love a lot of these Ackworth Quaker School things. So pretty. This is Hannah Tricothick, 1738. I may be saying that wrong. And a lot of these do come as kits. Some of them are just charts and some of them are kits. I think I kind of inherited this one from a friend that had passed away, and it has all of the flosses and linen with it. This is just the chart. This is Anne DePaul sampler. I'm nearing the 30-minute mark, so I'm hoping that this does not cut me off here. Dorcas Haynes. This is Caroline's. I love the colors in this one. And then I have quite a few from Cheryl. This is Rebecca Cullen, 1801. This is Abigail Bragdon sampler. As y'all can tell, I love samplers. This is New England sampler. And I think I may have this one. If I don't have it, I need to find it because we just got back from our trip to New England and I had the best time. So if I don't have that one down in my stash, I need to get that one. This is the Fannie Hancock sampler. And finally, this is a sampler that a friend of ours had started, and she passed away. And so we're going to be finishing that one, and that is the Rachel Allen sampler. Actually, Cheryl won this in a giveaway that I had earlier. So I think those are all of the sampler charts and finishes that I have to share with you. I hope that you've gotten a glimpse into the vastness of the amount that is there to be had from Carriage House Samplings, Kathy Barrick, and the Scarlet Letter. Please be sure to go to their websites, look for them in some of your local needlework shops. Please tune in to the other 9 FlossTubers and check out the designers that they're showcasing on their FlossTube channels. I will put a link to them below. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed getting to know these designers just a little bit better. Happy stitching, everybody. Well, I got so carried away showing all of the other charts, and I was afraid that I was going to run out of time, and I was afraid my camera was going to cut me off, that I forgot to show you just a few more finished pieces that Doris did from the Scarlet Letter. So I wanted to show you this piece. This is Mary Gale. This is from, like I said, the Scarlet Letter. And I wanted to show you the finished pieces because they're just so much prettier than the chart. So that is Mary Gale from the Scarlet Letter. And then I also have Abigail Gould. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love that one. And then finally, I have Margaret Randolph. There we go. So pretty. So, apologize that I had to kind of tag this in at the end, but I'll just go ahead and take this opportunity to once again encourage you to take a look at the links I have below at all the other FlossTubers that are also a part of this collaboration. Be sure to not only watch the collaborations, but tune into their channels. They're all wonderful FlossTubers. We all do things just a little bit differently, and I think we can learn from each other. Even if we aren't necessarily stitching the same kinds of things, we can always glean little tidbits from each other and learn from each other. So I have enjoyed getting to know the different FlossTubers and seeing the different styles. I enjoy each and every one of them. So I do encourage you to watch each of the ones listed below. Thanks again for watching.